Beauty Beach, Episode 1: The Who and How. I don't know if anyone will ever find this recording, but what else do I have to lose? My name is Michael. I'm 18 years old. Me and my friends have been, well, stranded is not quite a strong enough word to describe this, but yeah, stranded for over 2 years. The people that were there before us called this place Beauty Beach. This is how we got here. We were all excited about going to our senior prom. Well, most of us were. I didn't care too much about it. I mean, I went, but it was not how I wanted that night to go down. It's complicated, you see. My best friend Alex was going to ask this bitch to prom. I hated her from the very first time I met her, and knew she was not a nice person. In fact, I saw her cheating on him. You would think the easy thing to do would be to just tell him, right? Wrong. She saw me, and she knew my deepest secret. So, being the manipulative person she was, she blackmailed me. So, I kept quiet about what I saw, but made it no secret that I disliked her. Eventually, Alex got mad at me. It was so frustrating not being able to tell him. I knew it would break his heart. He was decent and kind, would never hurt someone the way she did. Anyhow, we were not really on the speaking terms come prom night. I was not looking for a date, but Vanessa wanted to go as friends. Vanessa's awesome. She came to live with us when she was about 6 years old, about a year after her father died. Her mother had abandoned her, the lady was always drunk, and one of those days she just never came home. So my parents, who have been family friends for years, took her in. So to me, she's a sister. My own sister, Melissa, and her were two peas in a pod. Our new family dynamic clicked immediately, as if she was always there. So of course, I said yes to go to the prom with her. My sister was bringing her boyfriend Kyle. We would all share a limo to get to the prom. I know. Why is this guy going on and on about the damn prom? You'll understand why that it's important later. I must go. I'll be back soon. Okay, I'm back. I just needed to help my sister with something. Where was I? Oh yeah, the darn prom. So, that girl that was blackmailing me, her name was Lucy. A darn cheerleader. Blonde, blue eyes, every boy's dream. Well, not me, but you know the type, right? I tried to be nice to her. Really. Okay, maybe not. My friend Alex was also good looking. Girls were always around him. He knew it. That made him a little cocky. Anyway, we were not speaking that day, and it was a really awkward limo ride. We could cut the tension with a knife. Well, I would have done something else with that knife, but I digress. My sister tried to ask me just before why Alex and I were not speaking, but I couldn't tell her what happened without having to tell her about Lucy blackmailing me, and I wasn't ready to tell her or deal with it. Vanessa knew I didn't like Lucy, but she didn't push to find out what happened. The night in general was fun, although I kept giving the stinking eye to Lucy. Vanessa confessed she didn't like her either, that she didn't seem genuine. Oh, I wanted so bad to tell her the truth about her. I just couldn't. Not without exposing something that I wasn't ready for people to know. Vanessa was not too keen on going to the after party. It was being held on a boat, and her father died on the boat. But I wanted to go and prevent Lucy from getting lucky with Alex that night, so I begged her, and she accepted. I wish now we made another choice, knowing what I know now. I don't remember whose boat it was. All I remember was the night was supposed to be nice, and we would be taking a quick ride on it. But that's not what happened. We didn't know what was going to happen. The night started with all of us sharing a table. The caterers were bringing in the food and the drinks. Alex and Lucy were all over each other. I wanted to barf. And I think Lucy saw the face I made. So at some point I decided to go on the deck to get some air, and hold and behold, she also had the same idea. I'm so mad. If I knew that she was setting me up, but I didn't, and I fell for her trap. The wind started to pick up at that point. I was so angry, I remember. She asked me what my problem was. I told her she knew why I hated her. Then she said it. You're mad because you're not the one making out with Alex. My knees felt numb. He was standing right behind her when she said it. She had a smile on her face that she hid when she pretended to be surprised. He was there. The moment I dreaded my entire life was happening. My best friend knew how I felt about him. At this point, the boat was rocking from side to side from the force of the winds. He asked me if what Lucy said was true. I replied she knew for weeks and blackmailed me. She pretended to be shocked. He was angry, and he came inches from my face and dared me to repeat. I did, and he pushed me. I pushed back. Tears were running down my face. This was not the way I wanted to tell him. It was too late to put that genie back in the bottle. All I remember was the boat making a weird crashing sound. He had pushed me overboard. I must have lost consciousness because when I woke up, I was on wet sand, wondering where the hell I was. To be continued.